Hey ladies, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you guys are. Thanks for joining. Just getting set up here. I'm a couple minutes early, but I saw you there, so I thought I'd just pop on. So we'd have a little bit of a chat. Who's here? Joan, Rain, Dorothy. Early bird catches the worm, front row seat. Hey Rain. Whew. A little chilly down here. I went up and made myself a little cup of coffee to get started. And I'm going to, you're probably wondering what the heck's on my desk. Hey Jennifer. Hey Orla. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this was recorded live Sunday afternoon at noon Eastern on ustream.tv. You can go to ustream.tv, look for Inky Obsessions, click follow. You should hopefully get notifications when I go live or when I schedule an event. And you can follow in the live chat with the broads in the box. So I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to my friends that are online live in the chat. It's a lot of fun. Learn a lot of stuff. Can see some stuff going on in the background that you won't understand on YouTube. Just saying. So, this morning, I thought I would work on a piece. I was in our spare room the other day, and this birdhouse, which you can't see, I tiled the outer perimeter because I didn't want to have to take up an hour on stream while you watch me put this border on. But I glued it down. Glass tiles, that's all. But I have this little birdhouse that I just had as a decoration in this room for years, sitting on a side table. And I thought, hey, the roof's flat, gonna tile it. So I started this morning. It's got a little door too. Oh, nothing in there, but cute. So I thought I would tile this roof. So yesterday, I had these down here as my props to keep this angled flat so they wouldn't slide off as I was doing it. So I have that I'm going to work on today. But while I was down here, kind of getting my elbows limbered up and greased up, I washed my hands because they were unrecognizable. My Midori notebook, I don't really use that much. And I got a new personal size Chic Sparrow, which I haven't really used yet. I don't know why I'm inclined to buy these and I never use them. So my Midori was the chocolate brown one or whatever they call it. I had these little pockets glued in here. So I came down this morning and I did that to it. So of course after I put a layer of gesso on there, I decided to Google how to paint leather. And I probably should have buffed it up a little bit and roughed it up. But, you know, what it is, it is. And if it wears off at some point, I'll sand it down and do it over then. But anyway, that's my new Midori. Oh, my old Midori made new again. Do you believe this? The desk is going to ring as soon as I sit down here. Dave's on the ready, though. Dave's in control upstairs. Thanks, Rain. Thanks, Helena. So, anyway, yesterday I came down and when I had this birdhouse idea, and I made some tiles. I mixed up some paint to kind of go with this green. I did a combination of that raindrop and another one of the greens in that Joe Sonia collection. And hey Army. Hey Heidi. Thanks for joining, ladies. I made up some tiles that kind of match this, where I just used white clay. It was raw. I rolled it out. I impressed it with stamps. I painted it raw, and then I let it sit for a minute. Then I came back with a baby wipe and wiped down the hot spots. And I just happen to have these little bird stamps. So I thought, how appropriate would that be? So So anyway, I made some other ones in that color family and some that contrast and will pop a little bit. The same way, painted them and wiped them back. So I will need more than this for sure. So I will resort to my stash of tiles. Didn't do too many purple. I thought I was going to do 2 trays and then I only had time to do 1. So let me get this out of the way. And let me go into my stash and see what else I want to use. Oh my. All right. Not wild about that. I might just mix in these. I painted with the FW Rowney, whatever that is, the acrylic inks on white clay and then baked it. No, wrong colors. Maybe. Put them in the maybe pile. Maybe. This is just my colored box, Rain. I know, it's a little ridiculous. But once I get making them, I can't stop making them. I think you guys are going to have fun with this in Maryland when we do this. Oh, so I'll wait till more people get online. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Pixie. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the Maryland situation. The contract is signed, so we are moving ahead. But I'll wait so I don't have to repeat until some more gals get online here. Woo, too green. There. That's not good. All right, let's throw some of those out there. Now let me look for some in the metallic box. Man, these things are tight. That or I'm getting weak in my old age. Is that, hang on, my camera looks a little wonky. Let me look at what you guys are seeing. I don't know, is it? Hold on. Gonna move the camera. Little bit. My camera is suspended from the ceiling on a monopod, which of course is a tripod -2. So that's why you get that swimmy effect when I move it. It's kind of like dangling. All right, let's see what we got here. I just made some of these the other day. These are always some of my favorites. And they look good mingled in with, where'd that one go? I just had it there. No. Actually, there's another purple one I might be able to mingle in. Okay, it's kind of a small area, so I don't want to look for any that are too big. might be enough of those. All right, and now some black and white ones. Oh, pictograph ones. Oh, you got your scanner. Oh, good deal, Pixie. Did you get a good price on it? And hey, Lisa. I'm sorry, I forgot your first name. The old memory ain't what she used to be. So I'm going to grab some checks and some of these pictograph ones. Uh-oh. Did you guys lose me? Oop, I saw the camera flash off of there. Hopefully, I'm still recording. Hang on, let me check my settings on my camera here. I saw me. It says I'm recording, so I did see the camera bleep. Hopefully, there's no technical difficulties today. I don't know what the heck's going on with Ustream, but it's driving us crazy. Paula looked like she got her issues sorted out, though. She was good last night as long as, well, of course I fell asleep. I was pooped yesterday for some reason. And I'm not going to use all of these, but I'll take some out for trying to fit stuff in where I need to. I like to put some white and black pops in there to break up the color. It pleases my eye. So I'm thinking this ought to be getting me started. And I was also thinking about grabbing something glass. Hey, Robin. So, hang on, let me look at a couple little pieces of glass here. I hid them from myself. I knew I had tons of stuff here. Pardon me as I rifle through my glass tile stash. All right, got a couple things to think about. Oh, you know what I want? I just got these. Donna and I went over to this really cool little shop over in the Eastern Shore for a ride a couple Sundays ago. It's a mosaic shop, and they had these little glass sticks. These are great for, I should have gotten more of them. They're glass, and I got black, and then these, they didn't have any stark white, but they had these that have kind of a opalescent finish on them. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Oop, let me switch my windows back around so I can see what I'm showing you. See that little iridescence that's on that one? So they may be good to take up a little grout bit on there. And I have these little ones. It's kind of the same color scheme. All right, let's begin, shall we? I'm only going to stay on for 2 hours today. I had, we're going to my brother's for a Super Bowl party. I'm going to go early and help set up. And got stuff cooking upstairs that Dave's kind of keeping an eye on while I'm doing this. Alright, so these are just little jars with, what's that called, embossing powder in there. But I use this to tip up and kind of make this a flat surface, more or less, so gravity didn't get on my last nerve. I can't really see it that way. Maybe I'll go this way sideways, and you guys can see that. Oh, you got your art foamies, Rain? I saw Jean. I think she said last night she got hers. I was wondering if Jean got the music note set. I'm sure she did. I don't know how she could have resisted those. They are great. The art foamies are perfect for the jelly plate. I'm really impressed at how much paint they hold and how crisp of an image you get for foam when you do paper. Cool. Okay, so I got these 4 bird tiles. So I'll put 2 on each side. I'll mix them up. So I got one that's very birdish on either side. And I don't know where I want to put these. I just want to start with one in the corner here, and maybe one up here, and tile in between. This is going to be awkward at this angle. Get my glue brush, get all my glue boogers off of here. Are you asking where we got the art foamies, Lisa? If you are, it was at artfoamies.com. A-R-T-F-O-A. Oh, let me open links. F-O-A-M-I-E-S. Yep. Links are open if you guys want to share anything. There you go. Thanks, Rain. Oh my gosh, Lisa. Is he okay? Oh my gosh. That's scary. So I'm using Wellbond adhesive for these tiles, for those of you who don't know what I use. And I'm not going to paint over this like I usually do. I did rough this up with some sandpaper. Oh, wow, Lisa, that's younger than me. I'll be 59 in April. Oh, wow, I sure hope that he's okay. I will keep you guys in my prayers for sure. I'm glad he's well enough to be home, and hopefully this will be a one-time deal and he'll have that under control. That must have scared the daylights out of you too. Put a little Wellbond on the substrate and on the tile. Let me see this, make sure I'm getting this set in here straight-ish. Give a little pressure and that'll adhere really well right off the bat. This angle is awkward. Kind of trying to peer over the edge of the roof. Oh my gosh, you were driving when it happened. Oy. You just never know when something like that is going to happen. You hear that so many times that it's just so unexpected and shocking, to say the least. This color came out pretty close, actually. I mixed, I think it was Raindrop and Vine out of that Jo Sonia's acrylic collection to get that color. I'm going to set these on the side for when I flip her over. And, okay. Well, my fingers won't work. Can't pick up my tiles. Alright, let's see what I want to do here. Let me throw a couple of these in to get the feel of what I want to have happen here. This roof edge is going to be the tricky part. I wish I could do more than just stream for you, Lisa. Will that stay there? Oh, maybe that'll stay there. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that very well. Let's see. Well, I hope I'm going to have enough tiles. I need to get one of my blades, though. I like that you can still trim a little bit of this off to square up these tiles. Where do you get the black and white tiles they're making? No, these are glass. I'm not making those. I don't have the ability to make that kind of glass. I got these from Maryland Mosaics. This one's, the white ones are called Marshmallow, and the black ones are called Raven. It's MarylandMosaics.com, and I forget if there's where they call them itty bitty or minis. They're 3/8 squares, and this bag minus what's on the roof was a 1/4 pound size, and it was $3.25 for a 1/4 pound of them. Hey, Carrie Ann. It is cold in my basement today. It certainly is. All right, let's see here. All right, let's start slapping some glue down here and figure it out on the fly. And after looking at this, I may not have enough tiles. It looks like I would, though, doesn't it? With all these tiles for this little bit. That was the glue, not the artist. Hey, Sue. Oh, you're working on some tiles, too? It's fun. Fun stuff. For sure. All right, now let's do... Good Lord, get off of there. Well, I was worried about them falling off. I can't even pick them up and get them off. Put them like this so kind of remember how I had them laying on the roof of my birdhouse. If you guys have a question for me, please put it in all caps, because when I'm doing something like this, I got to really watch what I'm doing a good part of the time. You 95. Oh my God. Where are you, Carrie Ann? Remind me not to go there. Oh, Mama can't take the heat like she used to. Little on the tile, little on the roof. So, I see that there's quite a few here coming to Maryland. So let me let you guys know that I signed the contract Friday. So we are locked in. Oh, Australia. We're locked in. And as of Monday, the hotel should have my room block up and ready for you guys to block your rooms. And it's under the name Maryland Art Weekend. And please be sure when you book to have it added to that block, because that goes against the contract and the attrition for the contract for the rooms that I said, yes, I'm going to use this many rooms. Please be sure to block in that room block. If you requested a double, and if you don't know who your roommate is, please get in touch with me. You need to coordinate with your roommates, and one of the two of you book a double, put the other one's name on it, hold it with a credit card. You won't be charged until you check out. But when you both arrive on the 27th, you both show up at the front desk, both show your credit cards, and the bill will be split between the two of you. I think there was possibly two people that might not know who their roomies are. And I was waiting until we had somebody sign up last minute last week. And they requested a double as well. So, I'll get that sorted for you guys. There's plenty of time to book. But I know, Joan, for you guys, you're going to want to book Monday. And I mentioned to my rep, now whether she'll pass this along or not, but for sure you request your room be on the 8th floor near outside. I think I sent you a note on Facebook. That's where you want to make sure your room is. Outside of 8 North. Okay, let's see here. Let's put something dark underneath here. Maybe going that way. And then Paul and I are going to coordinate. And a next survey will be coming out soon. And that will have our supply lists. And I forget what other information I was going to thinking about putting in there. There we go. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah, there's only 8 rooms on the 8th floor where our art room is, Lisa. So I was trying to line those up for the anybody that had some mobility issues, so that they're right outside the art room. But they're going to be it's a different room, so they're going to be bringing our breaks, afternoon and morning breaks will be set up inside of our room. There's actually off to the side in another little area in our room, there's a restroom. And I think this year we're going to be able to get the AV set up where we can have a camera drop down on our desk and show on a screen what we're doing. So you guys will be able to get it without having to get up and down or us trying to go one by one to each desk to try to demo something. Let's So hopefully all those things will line up and work well. Let's see. Yeah, Lisa, this time the art room is actually in the hotel. You know how they have the two towers or whatever they call them? I forget if it must be the North Tower because 8 North is the number of our art room. And then we just have to go from there over to the other tower downstairs to get to the dining room. Yes, Rain, I actually have your name on one. So if that all lines up, you should be fine. I gave them a list of people that I would like to have them put on the 8th floor. Let's see. Let's do that. Can you guys see on this angle very well what I'm doing? Hickety pickety! I'm putting some of my polymer clay tiles on a wooden birdhouse that I had as a decoration in one of my our guest room, and it had a flat surface, so I thought I'd tile it. All right. Sneak a little pictograph in here somewhere. There? No. We'll have to wait to see what I do here. Okay. I only have this one. Maybe I'll cut it in half. So I have a little bit of this on each side. There we go. Ah, look, I have 2. Hey, Ange. Ooh, gotta drag my heater over here. I'm in between hot flashes, so now I'm freezing. My hands get so cold down here. Put my hands over the heater for just a second. I'll limber those babies back up. Whew. Let's see, I don't know if I want that one on there. Maybe some black and white down there. That's about right. A little on there, a little on the tile. Yeah, July will be here before we know it now, guys. So now that I got all that stuff in, and I know we're confirmed, we have 28 people this year. Hey, Sibilisha. We have 28. That's including Paula and myself. Oh, that fits kind of right in there. We'll go with that. And we have some alumni and some newbies coming this year. I was so sad to hear about the dollar in Canada the way it is. It's preventing some people from coming. That just breaks my heart. But hopefully next year that will have been resolved. Last year, Lisa, I think we were 23, if I'm remembering properly. Because I think it was Paul and I in 21. that fits right in that height. So let me see. What do I want to put over here, pray tell? Well, one of those, that's too wide. That way. Will that be too crazy for color? If I put one on the other side, maybe not. That's on the front. Huh. Let's see who all here is going. Let's see, Rain, Ange, Lisa, of course. I can't remember who all's in the chat. Oh, Joan, who is Minky. As they roll through the chat, I'll call off their names. Tam. Yep, Tam's in. You betcha. And yeah. Helena, what is your first name? And is it possible to ask for a room for myself on the 8th floor, as I quite often use the cane? Yes, Orla. For sure. Well, you have your husband's coming, right? You have a double room? Am I remembering that correctly? Oh, look at you fitting right in there. Sometimes this works out really nicely. Other times, not so much. Virginia, that's right. Thank you. Look at you fitting right in there, you little rascal. That's good. And see, sometimes not so much. I don't know if I want that red one right in there anyway, to tell you the truth. Yeah, so you'll just get a double room on the 8th floor then. Or actually, I might have you on that list. I don't know why, but that rings a bell. Ringing my bell. Let's see. Oh, you were just a little too big there, my friend. I might put you right there. I feel like I should name all these tiles. I talk to them all the time. I think they actually have a very small store, Orla, that is like in a garage with very, very limited hours. I'm talking with my brush in my mouth. But they're 90-some% of their business is just online. And Orla, if you want to order from them, I don't know how soon you want the stuff, but it's heavy. I mean, it's glass tiles. If you want to order it and have it shipped here to me at my address, email me and I'll give you my address and then I'll bring it to you in July. Which I've offered to do that for just about anybody having anything that they need to bring or ship, their people that are flying, or, you know, if you're not driving and need help with that, just let me know. Ship it here and Dave and I will get it over for you at the Maritime Institute. Ange, talk to me about that. Yeah, for sure, Orla. That's no problem doing that. I had some people do that last year too, and you know, I'm happy to do that to help out. Let's see. I think I need some, break this up with some more orange or something, don't I? There we go. Put you right there. Well, Virginia, that's up to you. The supply list won't be that expansive, but a lot of people like to bring, like when I go, I can't imagine how I get there. Hey, Kathy. I can't imagine how I get there flying because I bring way too much stuff every time I've ever been at a retreat or anything like that. I take the required stuff, plus, God forbid, I don't have my favorite things, and even if I don't use them, they feel like they need to be there. So if you're a packer, you should be able to get everything for sure in one of your check bags. And you'll want to check it, like if you bring paints and stuff, you want to wrap those in saran wrap, put them in a Ziploc baggie, and check your bags so you don't get any leakage, one, and so they don't take the paint from you when you try to carry it on the plane. And if you have to fill out any customs forms, I think what was recommended is that you call it artist pigments and not say paint, because paint implies they think you mean like house paint with the chemicals and stuff in it, and we'll say, no, thank you. I know, right, Ange? You just use a fraction of what you bring because you think, and people share stuff too. So, you know, like in my instructions, you're going to see that I have glossy accents on there is one of the things we're going to use. But we literally use a couple little drops of it. So I'm putting it on there for the people that want to know and have that list for when they do stuff at home. But I also put a note on my supply list saying, you know, you can share mine. It's no sense everybody bringing 30 bottles of glossy accents if we're only going to need a couple of drops. Yeah, that's a long drive for you, Angie, for driving alone. Yeah, Virginia, there you go. Don't bring any clothes. Alright, let's see what I got here. I'm thinking maybe I need to put something, one of these up here, and box this in a little bit. Hang on. And my family just came down. Let's see. Hey, Kathy. Oh, you're having trouble seeing the video. There was Mojo came to see me. Hey, Mama. Hi, Mojo. Hey, Bubby. Oh, my pretty boy is. There he is.
Comes over, you'll pay no attention to.
Oh, I know. Oh, come here, Mo. Mommy wasn't looking. Mojo, come and see Mama. Mojo. Mojo, come and see. There he is. Hey, Bubby. There's my handsome boy. There my handsome puppy is. Yeah. I hear Babe Yank crying upstairs. Get a little pictograph in there before I run out of room. All right. Let's see here. Will that work? Listen to Babe. She's a yapper. That one's a yapper. Hey, Ange, when I went over, Dave went over with me to sign the contract Friday. I was so tempted to try to sneak down into the dining room and snag some coffee ice cream. Alright, let's see, before I run out of any room. Oops, that didn't work so well. Let's see what these look like in here. Oh, they're kind of pretty. But two of them won't fit there. Maybe I'll go up a row here with these, see how many I can take up with this. This little spot right here. These are little turquoise glass tiles. Woo, hot flash. Yikes, get the heater out from under me. Woo, mama. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna have to forego that call right now. Get a little bit of glass in there. And let's see, can I fit any of, will any of these even go? That's too green. That's too green. That's too translucent. Oh, let me look at these. How can I dump out that many and like 80% of them are upside down? I couldn't do that if I tried. Honestly. Alright. A couple of those little gold ones out of there. I love those with those like spatter marks on them. Put a little shine and texture in there. How bad can that be? Alright, but I don't want glass against glass. Maybe up there. Somebody was telling me, oh, I know who it was. My friend Debbie was flying back to Australia, and I don't know what airline she was on, but she went from, I think, Dulles to, I don't know if it was LA or San Francisco, probably Los Angeles, and then to Korea to connect. And when somehow, I don't know if it was in Korea, in Incheon Airport. Anyway, she got charged $200 for an overweight bag. No, these are bought, those are purchase tiles. They're just ceramic tiles. They have all different ones in there. I think I got them at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, the bad news is I'm not going to have enough tiles of this color. I'll save these all for the other side. So I have to do something else strategic in here. Let me look in my stash again on these. Oh. here's more of this purple stuff. It's kind of pretty. That's gold against gold. That's not going to go. Nope. That's gold against gold. What the heck? That might go there. Keep that out. Yeah, and I really, Jonas, I was shocked. I never heard of a $200 fee. Like, jeez. That seemed a little crazy. And then you're kind of hosed. I mean, it is what it is at that point. You're stuck. You got to pay for it or leave a bag in Korea. I don't think so. Especially if it's got art supplies in it. It's coming with me. I don't care what the cost is at that point. I got to go through these at some point because I know there's some in here that I will never use. Ever, never. I think little grab bags for Maryland. All right. Oh, that's kind of cute. Maybe I'll put that on the front. A little sun up here on the, like the crest or something. Yeah, keep that out. All right. Have I made any improvements with this selection? Alright, so here's where we are, in case you guys can't see that. I'm right about there. So, I need something in here. That's too thick. What did I just say? I was going to save these for the other side, and I'm grabbing them and auditioning them for these spots right here. Actually, that one goes in there pretty good. Oh, I wonder if I could put anything shiny in there. Something shiny. Nope, I don't like that there. Oops. I don't like you there. Sorry. This is a pretty one. Oop. Wonder if I could cut that in half. Wonky anyway. It needs to be squared up. How the hell I get them this off square when I use a straight edge to cut them? Clearly my eye's not that good. Let's try this. Oh, look at that. It worked. Let's see. Put you in there. Still a lot of room left. Huh. All right. How about something purple in there? That'll go right there. That'll figure out that little bit. Getting paint glue buggers all over my brush. I have to thin that out in a minute. Oh, Virginia, wait till you see my outfits when we use paint. Can you see that? That's my shirt I'm wearing. I had to kind of laugh. Lisa looked beautiful every day. Gorgeous outfits. Never got anything on her. I don't know. I don't know how anything I put on is going to look similar to what I just showed you by the end of the session. And what's happened now is I've developed a really bad habit of using these art shirts as like a rag. I'll wipe a brush on them. I wipe my hands on them. I wipe... Andrea! There you are, my friend. And Andrea is coming to Maryland, too. So when I do have a clean shirt on and I'm arting, it's only clean for a while. And I know that going in. But that's just the way it is. Alright, I got myself worked into a corner here. Well, this is probably 3 years worth of stuff on this one. I just keep re-wearing the same ones while I'm sitting down here by myself. No one's the wiser. If that's too big. I like this foil. I think I'm going to put that foil right there. Oh, so we have, you guys probably heard about my niece Chelsea losing her baby at 7 months a few weeks ago. We were having 2 new babies, both baby girls in our family, around the same time. And the other one was just born Wednesday. We went to the hospital to see her when she was just a couple hours old. And then we went over and took him some food and went over and hung out with him for a few hours last night. And got to see little Madison. So that was fun. I don't want another black one in any of those spots. Ha ha ha. I don't want white on white. Let's try this. Maybe this one. Yeah, it was sad. She had to 39 hours of labor to deliver a stillborn. Yep, didn't make any sense, but she's doing pretty good. Oh, where's my little black sticks over here? Now these are glass, so I'm going to have to get more strategic on how to cut these if I need to. Oops, maybe the white one. That'll go in there. Oops, I got my bag and my glue. Hey, Dixie. Yeah, it was really sad, Lisa. She was born to be a mother and was so looking forward. It had the nurseries done and, you know, everything ready to go. Her cord was wrapped around her neck that it caused her death. It's wrapped around twice, snug enough that it basically just strangled her. Very sad. She's doing pretty good, Carrie Ann. She's a lot stronger than I knew. How can I not find a piece for that little spot right there? Why are you being so stubborn? I'll cut you. Yes, I will. Will that fit? Oop, not yet. A little bit more. Almost got it. That should do it. Yeah, thanks, guys. You know, 5 years before she lost her mom, and to see her have to lose her daughter, that was not good. Oh, can you see that little opalescent glass stick I put in up here? There we go, got it catching the light. So I'm narrowing down on it here. Let's see, do I want another one of those or a black one? In here. I think I'm going to put black in there. Against that white tile. And the other foil one. Or gold leaf or whatever that stuff is. You know what I mean. Alright. Put that in there. Oh, Orla, that's terrible. Yep. But she was relieved to know that it was nothing that was genetic or that she'd have to worry about in the future for, you know, another try, and she is going to try again as soon as she can. So that's all good. There we go. Oops. Come here, you little rascal. Oh, cool, Ange. I mean, Andrea. You get to meet Taffy. I'll have to get Dave to bring Mojo over one day. Have a little romp. Let's see. Maybe I should put... try a couple of these. And a couple of these. Somebody else was going to bring their dog, and I can't remember who told me that. Of course, I don't remember a lot of things. Let me get my little tile cutter and see if I can cut this. Back from my glass days, I kept my little tile cutter. Oh, and I put this... I had this fancy schmancy one where it had this pocket that went on here, so it caught the glass instead of having it fly across the room. And then I lost the pocket somehow, but I have this thing I got from my sunglasses, and it fits right on the loop. So let's see. All right. Perfect. Yep. Gonna need a little bit more fresh glue, I believe. I better tell him to stock up on that coffee ice cream, Ange. Get up there. Okay. All right. Where'd you go? So I'm trying to decide if I want to do any grout beads, micro beads. I don't think I am. I think I'm going to do the best I can with tiles of one sort or the other. Oops. And I don't know. There's a couple big spots here now that I'm looking at it that need some love. Too big, too big. I think I'll put a little piece of this in there. Alright, that goes right about there. Yeah, it keeps it all in one spot, because if you've ever done that before, you can have tiles flying all over the place and it's sharp glass. Not good. As I put pressure on those pliers, I always turn my head. I don't have my glasses on. Don't tell Paula. Maybe I'll put a black stick. I was trying to decide what to do on the roof line, or if I need to do anything. I might just let that stick out. But I was thinking if I could make like a special tile that would be like a long strip and just put a little cap on there. Oh, that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb there. Okay, what's this little piece of something here I can do? That should go. Let's see if I can trim this anymore to make it kind of bevel it. Let's try that right there. It's got a little piece of foil on it, so that'll bring a little something shiny in there. Where'd the other piece go? Hello? Huh. I don't know where that went. Oh, maybe it did. I just beveled it. I didn't cut it. No. Okay. That's too small. Okay. I'm going to stop on that side. Stop while the stopping's good. Hey, Z. How are you? So here's what I have on this side. All right. See those iridescent glass little bits in there hitting that shine when they turn it a certain way. Got some foil in there. Bring a little shimmer in. And that's fairly straight against the roof line. It's a little lower on the left side where that vertical black tile is, but I mean, I'm not a machine, people. All right, I'm going to flip her over. So I have these here. So maybe I'll go this way over here. Yeah, all right. I'll look at that 3 times by the time I go to glue it. All right. I'm going to put another big bird tile. No, that doesn't sound right. Not the Sesame Street, just my large tile with a bird design. Ashley. I think I remember you. There we go. Put you right there. And I have another little bird stamp. Since it's a birdhouse. Yep, links are open, Z. Hey, CB. All right. Is that over here? That's over here. Let's put this over here. There we go. I am putting my polymer clay tiles on a birdhouse roof. Okay, let's see here. Let me get some pictographs in before I get myself worked into a corner again. All right. Now where did I put my pictographs? There they are. Is that the one I want? All right, here we go. There, I was right with the world. I got some pictographs in there. Oh, oh, get a little orange in there. some more of this dark. Oop, look out, juggling my tiles. Alrighty, let's see here. Yeah, you guys that are coming in early, let me know. Maybe we can get together and do something. Oh, did you record in there, Ange? Ashley H., you have a question? Lay it on me. Lay it on me. I thought I was your favorite, Andrea. Hello, breaking my heart. Kidding, of course. Ashley, if you have a question, ask me if you want it answered. I think I see how this is going to go. For those of you who stream, know what I'm talking about. Yep. Put this way. There we go. Did I want to be an artist when I was little? No, I just started doing this a few years ago. Gotta get some purple worked in here somewhere. Maybe there. The Amico clay machine. You mean the electric? I'm gonna make you mod just in case, Jean. I think you see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hang on, guys. I'll be right there. I just got to remember how to do that, Jean. Yeah, me too. I don't remember how to do that, Jean. For some reason, I thought I did. Sorry, guys. No, 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 no. Oops, sorry. Oh, technical difficulties. Stand by, please. There we go. Figured it out, Jean. Yep. I think you're good now, Jean. Oh, but you're not yellow yet. Hang on. Yep, 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 yep. Let me try it again. Maybe I missed something. Did you get it, Jean? There you go. I see Jean is nice and yellow now. Thank you. Okay, back to business. Lord of mercy. You know, get a life, people. Oh, you know. Yeah, not sure what's up with that. But bye-bye. Very strange. Yep, I didn't glue the purple one. It's funny, I noticed she said she changed her screen name. I don't think so, because I recognized her as soon as I saw her in chat. Oh, well. I have the pasta machine, the hang crank one, and that's okay to, you know, to help me condition the clay. I think even the largest setting, it rolls it out too thin, in my opinion, to use it for tiles like I do. If you mean the electric machine, I do not have that. Yeah. I noticed that, Jean. Yeah. I got something for her to translate. That's all I'm gonna say. Ay, ay. We're all friends, right? All right. Okay, let's see what else we got. I gotta get a teal one in here. That's kind of big. Maybe I can cut that in half. Or at least like this. Crap, that one cracked up. That was pretty too. Alright, I'll just save this little bit. Oh, no I won't. It all cracked up. Well, sometimes that doesn't work out. Oops, a little long there. Maybe right there. There we go. Yeah, right, Lisa. I get crazies from everywhere. No hemisphere is left untouched. Whew. I never quite understand the mentality or purpose behind that stuff. Like, I could not be bothered. I don't know what the hell they're thinking about. But that's okay. Yeah, I'm watching the clock. I got another half an hour. So I'm trying to pick up the pace. Get this bad boy done. Oh, for those of you that weren't here earlier, I'll show you something. I just saw it laying over the side here. I had my original Midori that I don't really use. And it's kind of boring brown. Which, I don't do boring. But this is what I did. Now how it's going to hold up, I don't know. But I painted my Midori this morning. So that's what it now looks like. Maybe I'll be inclined to use it more now. Got paint boogers all over my hands. Reminds me of being in elementary school and peeling off your fingerprints. I sealed that with a couple coats of varnish. I'll put another one on tomorrow. And we'll see. If it starts cracking and peeling off of there, I'll just sand that bad boy down and do it again. Oh, stay there. And that's what we'll do with that. Thank you. Thanks. Yep, that's my color palette, as we all know. Okay, let's see. I need to get some checkerboards in here somewhere. And that looks like a dandy place. Or do I want to... Is it dandier up there? Actually, right there is rather dandy. Patti, that gold tile, what is used to make it on the other side? You mean this one? That was a purchase tile that came out of this thing I got at, they're ceramic tiles. I got them at Hobby Lobby, if that's the one you mean. Oh, cool, Jean. Hey, Jean, I meant to ask you, did you get the Art Foamies with the musical note set? I saw that. I think I sent you the link to those at one point when I first saw them, when we were streaming with Paula. Yep, get on there. Get up on there. There we go. Hey, Jane. Oh, I thought for sure you'd get those musical notes. What do I know? Oops. Let's see here. I got more of these to use strategically. Will that go in there? Oh, just by a hair that misses. Oh, you're right, Gene. They'd end up backwards. Yeah. Again, always listen to Gene. Always. I don't know how we're going to make out in Maryland without your guidance. Yeah. I forgot about that whole backwards thing. Silly girl. Oop. Which way did that fit? Oh, that didn't fit. Holy crap, I thought it fit. Hang on, emergency trim required. There we go. What else do I have over here? Some foil. Some of this purple shiny stuff. That one's kind of cattywampus there. Sometimes when you cut this clay, when it's raw and you have these little strips, it just kind of takes on a shape. I try to go back when I have it on my tray to cook and take my blade and kind of square it up, and it doesn't always, I don't always catch it or whatever. I don't know. I don't want that right there. That should maybe go like this up there eventually. Although I have one down here, maybe not. Okay, let's see, what else do I need? I need some more orange. That would look good. Let me cut that right there. So for you guys coming to Maryland for your substrates to put your tile project on, I wouldn't get anything too big if you want to finish it. Of course, bring whatever you want. You finish it when you finish it, and maybe finish it on free time on Saturday if we run over. Think about, instead of just thinking boxes, Birdhouse, but they make a lot of really cool unfinished wood things at Michael's. Those long, skinny recessed frames that I get there. They had the, yeah, actually, you know what? Let me run around here and get them. They're just on the other side of the table. Before we lose time here, I wanted to show you guys some ideas. I got a couple different things at Michael's the other day. I would stay away from anything that's round or oval or curved edges, because it's a pain in the neck to try to get the tiles to fit. But they have these frames at Michael's. They're recessed. They're the ones that I do and put up. I display them on an easel when I do them. They're great to tile on. And then this size as well. They're like 5 by 18, recessed, right? They have those. And you can hang them either orientation, portrait or landscape, right? And then I saw these over there. And I got a couple of those. And if you work slower, or if you're not really into tile, or you really like one of these hooks, or get 3 or 4 of these hooks. But that's a cool piece as well. And it's beveled here. So you tile to the flat edge and then maybe put gold paint or foil it or whatever. Black, you know, whatever you want to do for that. But that's another idea that they had there. And then they had this, which I thought was kind of weird. And it doesn't have a hook other than to display it. I hate those things. But anyway, it has these rails on the back, but I guess you could hang it like, you know, on that. But I thought that's kind of a cool abstract, and it's, you know, not even. It would be a really cool presentation to put on a wall, I think. But those are some ideas of different things. They also have picture frames. You know, if you have a lot of photographs and like to have pictures around, that's another thing you can think of. If you want to put it on a box, get a box that has a completely removable lid, not a hinged lid. I made that mistake twice because I didn't learn the first time. But the weight of the tiles, when you open a hinged box, it's going to make the box just flip over. Dave, I figured this out. I made a really cool little jewelry box with all these different little inserted drawers in it. For my friend Gail, and as soon as I finished it and opened it, it flipped over. So Dave cut me this thick steel plate about yay long, and I glued it under the box as a counterweight. But another thing that you might want to think about doing is, I know we're all journal freaks. I'm trying to look for my, where the hell did I put that? In Laurie Micah's class, what we were doing was covering a hardback journal or book. Where's my journal I did? Hello. Well, that sucks. Huh. All right, my journal has gone missing. But I got this really cool old ledger that was long and skinny. It was about this wide and this long. And we tiled, you could do, you know, a journal cover. So just think of, you know, just keep looking at flat surfaces and be mindful of, you saw how many tiles I started with and how much this is using and how long it's taking. So, and this wasn't just, these tiles are already made. We're going to make the tiles and then put them on something. So just be mindful of the time involved and, you know, see what you come up with. Oh, that's a nice square one. I like that. Will that go in there? Yes, you will. Oh, I'm going to need more glue. I always kid Dave. I said, hey, I can tile whatever's flat. Don't go to sleep. Your head's in jeopardy. Bless his little heart. I'm going to have to tap into my large bottle O Well Bond. Oh, yeah, you should bring them, Rain. How the heck does this work? Oh, pull it up. Right. Is there a... Nope, that's open. Okay. Can you donate tiles? Robin, you mean you want to make some and just send them on for people to use? You may if you wish. How the hell does this work? Am I that weak? Apparently. Alright. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Apparently I'm not smart enough to figure out my glue jar. That works. All right. That's a little wonky. Yep. All right. Let's get that on there. There's that. And let's see. Oh, I should have more, hang on. Let me grab another piece of that same glass I used over. Oh no, I didn't use that glass. I just used that gold one. Okay. Never mind. Now where did I put the gold one? I know I had another one out here. Alright. Oh, I have it on there already. What the hell am I doing? Put some of these little teal ones down there. Maybe over here. Yeah, we were talking about that weight limit thing earlier, CB. Always an issue. Thanks, Hickety. I was thinking about making it just all those green tiles. And I thought, nah, it's kind of boring. Oop, that's too big. Too big, too big. Too big, too big, too big. That'll work. I just have to cut it right there. Put a little bit of that in there. All right. Can you guys hear Dave on the phone? Upstairs with the door closed. I can still hear him clearly. Hickety, if it's the Amico one that's just the hand crank pasta machine, yeah, that works fine. If you mean the Amico electric machine that's got a motor in it and it's all automatic, I don't have one of those. But yeah, even the hand pasta machine on the larger setting, it makes the tiles, it makes the clay too thin for the way I like to use the tiles, personally. But if you have issues with your hands, it's nice to be able to use it to help condition the clay. Let's see, I can use more of these somewhere in here. Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Patty, can this be done with paper clay? You know what, Sandra? I've never touched paper clay. I would imagine it could be. As you know, as long as you're putting it on something that's not going to be handled, because I think that's probably more fragile. So I don't know how that stuff will take impressions in the stamps and hold different mediums to color it. I'm not familiar enough to speak intelligently on that subject. I use Sculpey 3, Marion. It's polymer clay. Sculpey 3 is the kind that I like. I find the Fimo way too hard and stiff, and I don't care for the feel of it. The colors are pretty, but oh, it's a workout. Hey, Bridgeton. Hi, Safia. I'm putting tiles on the roof of a birdhouse that I had sitting just as a decoration on a nightstand in our guest room. All right, let's put that on the side here. All right. Trying to force fit some tiles here. That'll work. And put a little definition on that roof line with some black in there, I think. It's easy when you start, but when you get yourself down to where you have to fit the tiles, it's a lot more thought. Thanks, Rain, that goes into it to get that bad boy right. Where do I have to cut off of there? I like that side better. All right. Oops, a little bit more. Let me go from this side. That ought to do her. These have all kind of stuff on them, Bridgeton. A lot of these, like this one here, and that are those colors, that was white raw clay that I impressed with a stamp, and then put paint on it, acrylic paint, while it was raw. Let it sit for a minute, and then rubbed off the high spots, so it came out showing a little bit of the white through it, and it just gives it some dimension. Some of them have, like the black ones are just black clay. When it's raw, I take a pigment and rub over it, a dry pigment, and hit the high spots so it shows all the detail in the stamp. And then some of them have foil, gold leaf or variegated leaf rolled into it with a stamp. I put roll out the clay, lay down the foil, and then impress it with a stamp, and it pushes the foil down into the clay, and then bake it. So it's all kind of mishmash of stuff going on in here. Let's see. I wish I had been in the box when you started. Well, hopefully it's recording, Bridgeton, and if it is, I'll push it up to YouTube later. But whether it's recording or not, that's always a crapshoot anymore. Unfortunately. I'm going to try. Yeah, Bridget, I have the Amico little polymer clay oven. It looks like a little toaster oven, but it only goes up to like 300 degrees maximum, I think. And that's what I use for my clay. But I have had people on here that say they just use their regular food oven and don't have any issues, but this I have down in the basement with me, so it's easier. And then I don't have to worry about it if there's any risk to it. I started to say something. I forgot what I was going to say. I forgot what I was going to say. Silly girl. Don't want that there. That almost fits. That would fit there. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, come on, baby. Let's find the way. Oh, that's too much black and white all right there. Rats, that would have been good there. Oh, maybe I'll put a little piece up there. Cut that off after that white one. And find where it shot off across the room. And fill in that little bit right there. Make that a little bit more even across the top. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Yikes, hang on. Need to cut that just a hair more. And I pushed hard enough that it displaced my little glass tile in the corner. And now I dropped it face down into the glue. Great. My hands are getting so sticky I can't let go of stuff. Let it go. Alright, come here, you little rascal. Get back on there. Oops. I'm telling you. It's a little challenging when it gets all boogered up. Okay, now I got just a couple more little bits. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Do I want that there? It's a good fit. All right, let's do this one. I think that'll work. Yep. Oh, I didn't glue. Oh, I did glue it. It's just moving around. Get in there. All right. Have this tiny little piece of black and silver. Will you go in there, honey buns? Oh, you will. Look at you. I'm going to bevel that just a little bit to make sure it's not deceiving. That should do it. There we go. Okay, that's where I am right now. I'm going to try to bring a little piece of that white, those white sticks of glass that I had. Bring a little bit of that in. Go this way with that one. Where's my cutter? Here we go. Eyeball it. I might get too short, but that's okay. It's the same size as the orange that's right next to it, so that won't be too bad. Thanks, Jean. Thanks, Rain. Oh, there's a pigment site? Jane, you might want to share that link. Do I have, here we go. Can I put a little bit of that in there? Yes, I can. I'll cut you right there, my little friend. And you will go right there forever and ever. There we go. And I had another white one. Where are you? All right. There we go. A little bit in there. Oh, for the Maryland girls, cosmetic pigments. Oh. That could be dangerous. Now I'm sorry I asked. Oh, for my supply list, I've tried to put links. I put it in a Word document, and I put links in for all the items that made sense linking up. So it'll be hopefully easier. That's my reminder. 2 o'clock. All right, a couple minutes over won't kill me, right? Whew. All right, let's see. Can I put anything else? Will that go in there? Ooh, it will. That will just go in there. But do I want black or white? I think the white. That'll brighten up that little area a little bit. And right there, will another little stick go in there? Black. That should be black. Yes, you will. And when she looks stunning. Hello, lover. When will the supply list go out? Paul and I have to get together and come up with, I don't know if we'll do another survey format. I don't think we need to survey anything anymore. And send out probably an email to everybody with the supply lists and any other information. Try to answer some questions for the newbies that are coming, and you know, all the little logistical stuff you'll need to know. Yes, the private message works, Virginia. It should, if you've sent somebody a private message, they should see the little icon up in the corner of the head flash blue. Yeah, that's where I get my micro beads from, the One of a Kind Art Emporium, Jane. I like the metallic ones myself, and I have that link in my document for those. I do. So I don't know that I'm going to use micro beads in this. I think I'm just going to let it dry, because the glue dries clear, and all I'm going to see through it is this color paint on the whole thing, right? So let's see where we are. Ooh, my hands are freezing. Okay. So there's my little bird cage. That's what it looks like. My bird cage. It's not a bird cage. It's a bird house. Here's the little hole on the back. The front has a little door on it. And so here's where we ended up. And see, this side the glue's dry, and you can see in these areas here where it's just the house showing through, it doesn't look bad. I don't think I'm going to grout it. I think I'm going to let that just like that. So what do you think? Paula did that group Facebook page, and so I'm assuming she's just going to add to it this year. So there we go. So what I think I'm going to do, I think, I have this, and I have this glass iridescent face of the sun, and I have this little tile of the sun. So I think, what am I going to do? I'm going to put one up here, something up there. I don't know. What do you guys think? This one doesn't have much. Let me look for another moon head. whatever they call these things. Moon face, moon head, moon pie. I don't know what the hell they are. Find one with a little bit more iridescence on those. Here's a couple. Let's see. Thanks, Sam. Thanks, everybody. So these have a little bit more iridescence on them. So that's of course more subtle because it's clear glass with some iridescence. Let me move my big hand out of the way. That's what that one would look like. I don't know. I can't tilt it and get you to see the face very well, but it's there. Or this little polymer clay white with gold on it. I don't know. Huh? Or that. I think the glass will catch the light a little bit more in the room. And it'll look like that. I wonder. Oops. Oh, excuse me. That'll go right through that hole. I think I'm going to go with the glass. And I think what I'm going to do, this is awkward to work on, I gotta tell you. Instead of using, I wonder if I should just use the well bond, because that's supposed to dry clear, right? Where's my brush? Oh, I put it in the water. Yeah, right, CB? Everybody's agreeing. See you, CB, Leisha. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I know. Dave came down and just gave me the high sign on my time. I'm just about to wrap up, sweetie. Alright, this one I gotta kind of put down here. Oh. Try to get an eyeball of what's... Alright, the glass one's gonna go down here. The moon face. I'll take pictures later. But here's where we ended up with the tiles. Right? I really like it. See?
Mm-hmm.
Good, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well.
So there we go. So I'm going to drop this bad boy on here. Go upstairs and get ready to get the rest of my day started. I'm going to let this sit like this. I'm going to stand over this a minute to make sure I'm somewhat straight. All right. All right, ladies. That's where we're going to end up today. Yeah, thank you, Jean, for modding for me. Now I'll remember how to do it next time. I thought at one point you just had to right-click on somebody's name in chat and you could do it from there. That's what I thought I remembered, but that does not work now. And if some guys didn't come in the beginning, well, I showed it midway through too, but this just caught my eye again. My Midori was just a plain brown, bleh, and I never used it. So I thought I would do that to it. So now we'll see if I use it. But I painted that bad boy this morning. I really like it. And I had this little turquoise bead that was on here that somebody brought me from Egypt. That went on travel. And so that's what I did to my Midori. So there you go. All right, ladies. Have a great week. This is I'm gonna try to make this my regular weekly streaming time. So you can semi-mark your calendars going forward. As we know, my life's a little crazy with a hectic schedule with having to work and different obligations and so forth, as everybody has. But I'm gonna try. So assuming this recorded, I'm gonna push this up to Ustream, and if you missed part of it, you can go out there and catch it later. So thanks everybody for joining me. I appreciate you hanging in with me. And see you on the flip side. Have a great week.